we got Core Tiny. I haven't seen this in some time, but it's a Faith Beyond specialty. He's a huge fan of the heroes against Rubik and Sand because you don't burn refraction off super efficiently, and none of these ANVORGESA heroes have armor.
They're really going in on XinQ. Last Striker Ray is going to slow down Stinger, but they got the damage combining with the Warlock. XinQ, one more attack, should be able to tick him all the way down. Hellfire Blast to ensure it. K1 spills first blood. He's got no other choice. Up on top lane, they're going again. Stinger's going to fall. XinQ cops a lot of damage. They just hit into Faith Beyond. It still won't be enough damage because Innocence is rotated.
Toss back.
Already helping before. It's a toss up and down. I think he's a little bit worried about XinQ. In fact, taking damage from the tower. XinQ's dropping low and Faith Beyond will fall. Yeah, it's not an easy answer from him, but we're also still haven't felt the rotation from Whisper. Top lane's going to go at it again. It's 3-on-3 action once more. Lock him in. Is there a bond? K1 just wants to try and retreat for the moment. Faith Beyond, he's burning, and he cannot afford to actually stay through this, but the Wraith King's already go down. Faith Beyond to the trees. He'll be okay. Stinger trying to make the same kind of break. The damage from XinQ will reach as he tosses back Jericho. Faith Beyond hides all the way in the trees. The follow-up stuns are there. Chris is in the neighborhood as well. He's wrapped up around the back, so the entire defensive triangle lane has died. And Kunkka doesn't even throw boat, he just TPs.
There's free farming, sure, but you don't want to sit in that lane now. The Veil's up, he'll have a point and stun and ultimate, and oh.
Stinger's found him. He doesn't want to have to self-shrine, however. Rotation coming in from Innocent, so they can turn and potentially fight. Quick Observer Ward, adding kind of extra vision. XinQ's there too. Fatal Bonds connects the two of them together. The Ice Path will create a little bit more space, but they've already got the kill on XinQ, and Innocent's body blocked up by Jericho. He's making a break for the Alphas, attempting a denial. It will not happen. Jericho waits it out, but these Naga illusions.
Just so much wave clear, it's much more difficult for them to get active. Midas on the Wraith King.
Tome just arrived, Rock's available. Jericho is ready to start pumping in. Faith Beyond's the primary target, while down the river is a little bit more problematic for the Rubik. He's already fallen. Where's this Rock? It's going to drop, hitting over on 4. The Burrow Strike,
stun.
Whisper gets him inside the pits, combining with the bonds. This is why one broken hero to another Warlock gets himself 2 of these kills.
Yes, it's just the problem I have is like, it's no longer pure damage, right? So these high armor heroes like Naga, you just don't take too much damage from the cleave.
4-3 bait. Ferrari's baiting on the rune. He's looking for a quick Meld Strike, but up on top, Wraith King is going down very, very quickly. The Yule Scepter up into the air, and now bring him back down again. XinQ should go down. He can't get away, even with the Song of the Siren for cover. Neverend cannot do it, but Ferrari now is on the run. Look for that blink forward from Whisper. He's able to find the target. Burrow strikes in. They'll drop the rock. They want to keep these chain stuns going onto Ferrari, who's trying to get up the hill and away. It won't be possible. Picked up and throw back down again, but the Ice Path and Macro Power and everything else, even with the Photo Bonds, no one else is there to do any kind of damage. So Whisper will jump in. He'll break the Aegis more. Defensive Yule Scepter, but then it's straight back down to the Ice Path. Innocence will find the kill on him.
You're going to need some great halberd usages from K1. He's going to be tanky, but I expect EHOME to just ignore him in the fights.
Straight into the middle of EHOME. 3 on the hill, kill him off. Yep. And Chris, he's sticking around. They didn't really have to commit too much, EHOME, but they'll get a double ship, double torrent, double boat. But all the double downs won't help you. It's still a full retreat. And as Song of the Siren, he's a little out of range. He needs to wrap up around the corner. Observer Ward planted down, so Jericho sees him. And here's the Song of the Siren. 3 caught together in the tree lines as well. Stinger's trying to stay out of range. Now he'll be caught by it. Tiny will allow to reset while the Ice Path catches the Wraith King down. But now the rock is dropped down. Song of the Siren can be stolen. Trying to actually reset themselves, but it won't last long enough. He goes down. But with the Fatal Bonds, it's still not. They broke it free. Kunkka is trapped. Faith Beyond hitting from the trees, and maybe they have enough damage when the Ice Path once again connects onto the Wraith King. He doesn't have enough mana for his reincarnation. He ran too low. Chris is on the retreat back out. The TA is doing so much work with the help of Faith Beyond. They do bring down Chris to move their attention over the support. Glimmercate will protect him. Dust will reveal, but there's no follow-up. Whisper is trying to solo 4-3-0. He has Yules. That'll cancel the TP out. Jericho's going to come down and try and help him out as well. Ice Path playing around at Jericho will die, but the creep wave is helping kill Ferrari. Letting Whisper finish the job. He'll dodge the avalanche thanks to that Observer Ward on the hillside.
The game though, he went for the stun damage talent along with the cast range in the Aether Lens. He'll be able to Yules and stun from miles away.
Faith Beyond coming underneath the tier 3 tower. Chris is going to have the X marks Torrent ship. They want to try and pull him back. Remember, he's got the cheese. Meanwhile, Stinger's going to go down. Trying to move out of the mid, but Faith Beyond is still very much isolated. Another Burrow Strike. If he's perma-stunned, he can't actually... In fact, he doesn't use the cheese, so Faith Beyond just dying.
Bottom, though. Oh, no. Wraith King, what are you doing? His TP got canceled. He didn't see the Naga. Now Neverend is just going to kill him twice.
There's TP support coming in. They're trying to help him out. End is chasing. Rubik is nearby. K1's going to try and stand his ground and fight, but now Warlock links them together, so K1 can retreat. Another Ensnare is out. Ensnare stolen by Stinger. So he's got his own control factor. He's going to need it. Ferrari moving forward. Sentry Ward. No way to hide inside the meld. They just keep the pickup. Throw back down again. Reincarnation. It is going to trigger. And they need the hold. But the Burrow Strike. Whisper hits the back lines. He got ZQ. He's pushing Innocence out of it with the rock down as well. Jericho trying to fight back out. The Aegis Immortal is going to trigger. But End pull back into the ship torrent as everything combination. Ferrari being controlled up, never ending by this stolen net. And he just can't move anywhere. Brought down 85 seconds on the sideline. And End, he's trapped in the trees. Upheaval, he can't move. Stinger will now arrive with the rest of ANVORGESA just to, well, wreck EHOME. And if they can take this, they can start removing shrines on the map.
Why is Lena? Lena's in the top area of the map. You could easily be saving this tower if you just spam out some spells.
Maybe they never thought that they were going to really commit to this. Macropire can fall, but the tier 3 tower is lost. They may be able to take the range drags. That's the easy one to bring down. Reincarnation is available. Faith Beyond gets a toss back under the tier 4 towers. K1 in a little too deep. The torrent is a great connection to the backlines, giving K1 that space to move a little bit further back out. But all they get is the Reincarnation. The creep wave is still there. TA up in 7 seconds time. Whisper now arriving for the fight. He's got Epicenter. He wants to keep his distance. The ship is coming in as Faith Beyond. Another toss back over on the Epicenter.
The Naga.
It's so hard. Naga so low on life. The Feather Bonds. He will die here, and he will be able to buy back. However, as 4-3-0, he moves in, looking for the kill, hitting through K1. No Reincarnation was left on him. Stinger will fall as well. You pushed it to the limit. But at the end of the day, EHOME holds strong thanks to money. It's kind of going to be K1, however. He's the one with that Reincarnation. And Whisper, he jumps in. He'll get the double stun quickly into the Sandstorm. And then with the Shiva's Guard keeping him slow, they're going to bring down maybe Ferrari. They do! He's got buyback. And remember, they're still underneath the Radiant Shrine. So Innocence, the next target, moving further to the side. They need a stun, and they won't have one. The TP out is happening.
Tier 3 dead.
And meanwhile, Tier 3 tower is going down. Whisper is beginning his TP back with the Burrow Strike. He needs to keep this control going a little bit longer as End, Song of the Siren with his BKB. No, well, okay, Jericho, he's in a little bit of trouble with the Tiny. There's a Song of the Siren, then catches Jericho on the retreat. One more Death Rock, but no buyback from the Warlock.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think...
Into the mid.
Oh.
Going for the toss in. Faith Beyond, throwing him around, right onto a Ferrari. Ferrari hits him hard. Whoa! 10:45 on the crit. K1 comes back to life again. Ship, torrent, boat, everything comes down. Ferrari's able to BKB. They just need to retreat right now.
Oh, the melt.
ANVORGESA. K1's in too deep. He burns in the Macropire. No buyback available. Song of the Siren. It caught 3. All around the racks, they're ready to fight Faith Beyond. He's just lacking a couple of trees, but the rock will drop, Fatal Bonds will connect, but there is no one to do any level of damage, or is there? When the ship connects, Ferrari's already been popped.
The tree
Innocence is trying to retreat back out. The tree volley, he needs more trees. There's just not enough bark to bite. And Stinger, well, he still died to Ferrari. Ferrari's up in the air, but Whisper can bring him back down again with the follow-up stuns. Finally defends the refraction, but Faith Beyond under his cover as the BKB goes to the tier 4 towers to get the toss kill.
He needs to get to the trees.
The buybacks are kicking in. The illusions are still causing so many problems. They're splitting him between the mid, the bottom, the top, everywhere. Whisper wants in through the rear. His Shiva Guard's coming off cooldown. Epicenter, channel, and inject right in with the Fatal Bonds. It's good split damage out. A quick Yule Scepter trying to actually protect Xincu, but it just allows him to set up for the torrent. And Ferrari still stuck inside the base, slowed down by the upheaval. Neverend will finally stop that by throwing out his own ensnare. The boat too far away, but Whisper's got the stun available. But can they get through this Naga? They may not have enough damage for it. And he just creates more of himself and has Faith Beyond come in to help, tossing up the Sand King. Whisper's got to be careful. Another Burrow Strike forward into the Sandstorm, slowing down End. But now with the Ice Path, he's locked in the macro bar. He can't get out. It's the death for Whisper. He threw everything he possibly could, but it's just not enough. EHOME, sustained damage lasting forever, and Chris can't do jack. They're even BTing into the Tiny, so End is back to the fight once again.
Well played by EHOME. Just picking ANVORGESA apart. They recognize that we will lose fights if we clump up.
The Sentry gets ridden. Faith Beyond in again. Another quick toss back. This time around, it's going to be the SK. K1 moves forward looking for his own stun, but already they got one kill. The Fatal Bonds connecting up nicely, but the volley, he used the tree line. Stinger does get back. Chris is in trouble. End is just controlling him, and this is why the buyback from Whisper had to be essential, keeping the tons going while the tier 4 towers are falling. Faith Beyond is killing inside their own fountain. ANVORGESA, I don't know what they do in return. Whisper is just literally watching this. There's your refresher orb arriving, so they can even do the reset. Naga is back to the front lines. Innocence caught a little bit over on the side. Here comes your epicenter, but where's the combination? They've killed off the Jakiro. Ferrari, he's in by himself. Remember, Aegis Immortal will allow him to kick back in, not to mention the Song of the Siren reset. Jakiro will buy back. He's having to come from the shrine. The song will last a while. Ferrari can't run fast enough. The overwhelming odds actually just slowed him down too much. That's the wrong ability. Whisper up and towards the air. K1 still looking for his own fight. Boy.
Will the rapier be enough?
It's coming in. He had to drop the armlet for it so he can have the movement speed, so he can move in closer. So rapier is there, but where's your hit? You've already lost the Rubik. He needs to hit once. No, Chris, he's stunned up. And now he's going to lose his Wraith King. A quick buyback. Where's your hit? It hits, well, very mediocrely. Chris doesn't do anything. The Rax is finally the fountain is gone. And EHOME finished the job. That was the most underwhelming rapier ever. We're taking a fight, we're pulled back.
It took the Romans long. The Romans raised Carthage faster than EHOME inevitably winning the game with Megas. We've seen this so many times. It never ends well.
Yeah. And maybe Faith Beyond's fine with this, because it's so many melees. Like, that's the crazy that you're running 4 melees versus a Tidehunter. And yeah, K1, they just run him down as much as they can, pick him up, throw him back, and Oracle was, because he TP'd towards the mid, there was no save. And maybe Stinger can get something in return as Faith Beyond's getting tossed around, but Anchor Smashes and all that damage is gone.
Problem is that it's a Tidehunter, right? Like, you're supposed to be up here struggling.
But he's still looking at this stack, wondering what the hell can we do about this? They don't have an easy clearance until Magnus comes over with the big and power buff up, but you can get a kill onto Innocence. That's one way you can do this, but you don't have the extra stun available. He's already used his combination. So K1 will arrive, but the Ravage from Faith Beyond connects over on 3 with a follow-up stun. They look before the level 6 Wraith King is up. He doesn't have Reincarnation. Avalanche to create some level of space, but Ferrari has rotated as well. Whisper has arrived himself, but the toss back actually throwing him closer. Up into the air, jump down, get the hell out of there. Double TPs arriving from EHOME. He goes to the quick boundless strike, gets a stun at the back lines, and now skewer forward. RP committed over, but the Storm, Ferrari, he was so quick to zoom back out again with the RPs on because they get close enough. And they got the connection. It's the Fatal Bonds that's hurting so much. Stinger, stop taking damage. He'll end up dying, but Faith Beyond jumped forward to ensure that Jericho went the whole way down.
And you have RP stolen on XinQ. If they don't know that
waiting.
This is here.
He's in the trees. He can catch 3 guys in just 1 second. They all come in. There's the 2. Caught. Stinger's TP took a little bit longer, so the Avalanche will be able to do some work with the Fatal Bonds, connecting everyone together. The follow-up stun, so XinQ will fall down. But the Wraith King burning his Reincarnation. She's slowing Innocence and Faith Beyond's retreat. But Ferrari has returned back to the fight. Another slap, able to get the hit. While Jericho, I don't think that's exactly where he wanted to be, as the Vortex pulls him in. He can't be the saving grace. They just keep going, and Faith Beyond's got all the tanking to do it. Still working with Innocence Golem, which will now time out. Inside of EHOME's lineup, 4-3-0's ready. All he has to do is just zip through that tree, and Monkey will hit the deck. So Chris, got to be careful. The trees start to wiggle. One quick Vortex. Jericho being pulled back in. There's more support rotating in. XinQ looking for the bonus damage, but there's your Ravage. He's actually stolen toss, but the rock will drop. The Fatal Bonds starts connecting them all up together. And this is when the follow-up damage starts to arrive. Whisper and Jericho, they want something. Chris, lucky to actually be on the tree. No, he drops down before the Wukong's command can finally come out. He can try again if he wants to, but never end running forward. He moves over towards Whisper, who fakes the RP twice. He can't get it out the whole way. Innocence is able to run away as this Warlock to fight yet another day away from all of the Wukong's command, but it's not stopping End or Faith Beyond from thinking they can battle against Chris, because the Wukongs will run out. Finally, Warlock will die, and Stinger, have they actually overstayed their welcome? They took so long to try and kill off this Monkey King that they'll end up losing this Ven, and they're pushing for more. Jericho, of all the heroes, has actually got a triple kill, and now they can actually kill off the Tidehunter. 5 heroes surround the melon, looking for the crack. The RP, they just need to hold him there, and they've got him down. EHOME lose the whole kit and caboodle, giving Jericho an ultra kill on the Oracle. He's the only one that's offering himself up at the moment. This is in the trees. There's a jump forward, throwing him back into the Oracle, but the Stormbolt already came out. Chris, he got off the tree just in time. The Rock will drop the Fatal Bonds, and now with a slap down, the Ravage will connect. Everyone's hit. The Hamburger is currently being thrown on the floor, and even RP has been stolen by the Rubik. He's waiting for the right time to fight, but they're inside the Wukong's command. This is looking pretty damn good. Storm was almost dead. Ferrari's so low. Have you got a boundless hit? Chris is looking for it. If he can hit Ferrari, no, Ferrari's managed to heal up enough. You're into deep, and there's your RP. Xingqiu holds them in with the Stormbolt. En's got all the damage in the world for this, and maybe Jericho will finally die. The spree for 503 gold is taken, while Reincarnation will bring K1 back to life. I don't think he really wants to be here. Tiny has to do something to help out his teammate. The Avalanche toss is over on Ferrari with a stun. No, it missed! It didn't hit on Ferrari! It's a double kill for Ferrari. Chris will begin his TP away to safety. He'll be successful. But my God, they could have had the kill on Storm 3 separate occasions.
Clock ticks.
Oh, Storm, he's jumping up. Ooh, Chris, he jumps down just in time, trying to bait Ferrari to jump in a little bit deeper. They find a better target. It's going to be the Warlock with the Shockwave. They get the kill. Whisper is the one to do it.
That's how you got to do it. Keep going aggressive with K1. Let him be the one that tanks the spells.
Come at me, bro. Come at me. Morpheus in the ring. Well,
buy back.
Here's your toss in. Warlock with that buyback. You can at least rend LeBron, but here comes the Wukong's command right underneath the tower. They can kill off the Warlock. That's a dieback from him, but they still want to fight inside the Wukongs, but EHOME is not allowing it. Everend, he's on the run up towards Stinger, but these stuns, these controls, they last forever now. The BKB is worn off, even with the Boundless Strike. They get the control, 105 seconds down without the spend. They don't have a control factor. Ferrari's low on mana. What if he managed to steal Skewer? Yep, that's going to be it, but they're coming high ground. If the Tidehunter buyback is available, they're going to lose this mid lane of Rax. Storm's coming out, Faith Beyond as well. Careful, they want the Warlock. They see the Warlock!
No buyback.
He's in the back lines. Innocence, he needs to die. Faith Beyond's going to create some space with the Ravage connecting of all 5 heroes.
Oh
and the
my
Rock,
God, the
and the
Fatal
Fatal Bonds. This is when it turns around. Innocence can die, but he's already committed everything he needs to. Stinger's TP out, successful. He had nothing. But he's still able to survive, and ANVORGESA are not only going to get out, but they're going to kill Faith Beyond outside the base. They're actually going to do it. The false promise keeps Jericho alive, away from Innocence's Rock. He's got to go again. The creep wave's still there. Fadebot will slow things down.
Fatal Bond's
I like how we go picture in picture to watch when Ferrari's going to jump, because he's sitting on the back lines. They're baiting with the illusion. They are beating the illusion, but they caught Faith Beyond as well. Remember, there's no Ravage available. They're trying to beat through inside the Wukong command. Jesus, indeed. Yeah, no resurrection for him. There isn't a buyback available. Ferrari can now ball lightning away a little bit further, but Rain King, he's going in. He wants to kill over on Innocence. There's still no Rock, but the stolen RP, it could do some work. But then again, have they got enough? Never End. He's doing a decent job, but not against K1. Ferrari's still wondering what he's got. Whisper consumes the Chiefs, so he's back to fall in the Avalanche, pulling it back in with the Shockwave. It's like watching a back combination. It's perfect, and it's GG. The Hamburglar raid your pantry. They will force a game 3.
And maybe you stay up with him and farm, but you don't turn it into as much pressure.
Runes, and they'll get 3.
You're going to be careful. You're up.
Well, Skewer back. Pulling it in. And it's underneath the tower. Who's going to be first blood? The tower aggro is going to have to switch off at some point. Whisper will finally go down. Xingqiu able to claim it. Never End. He was the rebuttal as Jericho's TP in. Helped ensure it. He's the man that was kill securing everything before, and now they're chasing down Innocence with as much harassment as they've got in their kit, and maybe even a stun. Fire it forward. Innocence is dropping low, but so is Stinger. And that's who EHOME will be focusing over on. And one more attack from Jericho. Not enough. Innocence. He's salving up on the other side of the trees, so you can cancel the salve, keeping him low. Another Mango. What have you got left? He's into the trees. A quick stun. Support moving in from Whisper. They just want to keep going. They know Innocence is in the trees. The Skewer. Oh, he can go down. Xingqiu's going to miss. So does Whisper. Maybe now we can actually have some sense of order in the court.
If he's able to land it, it'll almost definitely be a kill on Never End. Bounty Rune spawning in 20.
Oh, Tiny's in trouble. Wraith King will move over, summon the army of the dead. Well, tossed up with the Skewer, Never End being slowed up, but the creep wave is underneath the tower. It's the range creeps as well. Magnus wanted to farm this. He didn't want to fight Never End at this point.
I'm surprised. Don't run that way, Never End.
Oh, he's going to toss it back over. Creates a space. Chris will die in the meantime in the mid lane. Xingqiu working with him as the army of Never End does its work as well.
Supports after all. Tiny already
Stinger. It's the Avalanche. There's a toss back. The catapult was there. TP support's coming in. That'll be the control from Oracle. But man, that's taking a long time. It's because they took actually so long. Even the silence didn't connect. ES is rolling bolted himself in. They're looking for the fight. Defensive imprisonment. What if he got Stinger? Actually, on the pop back out, Jericho dies to Ferrari's pop. And then one more hit. Chris can connect. Xingqiu's in the trees, and Innocence is here too, but they're not finding anything more.
Mid lane.
What sounds that come out of my mouth that always have explanations? Whisper being rolling bolted down onto Whisper, and well, the silence means he can't just run himself away, and even the follow-up starting great chain control. And they did put the Iron Shell on that Darkseer clone.
Blink forwards.
Okay, this is going to be fun from Oracle. He's silenced and no way to false promise, and very much a dead tier 1 tower.
I love this blink decision. They just keep throwing Stinger into the bottom lane.
Coming
cuts moves back.
EHOME is smoked up. Magnus is in the right position. Observer wards are already planted down.
You don't want to find a choke point here, Toby.
You really don't.
They've got to wrap around, but it's just so risky.
Innocence is coming up. Sentries, Observer's going to be planted. Never End. He's on the real front lines. Already Oracle has gone down. And Monkey King is one hit away from getting his buff up. Where's that jump? Whisper does not want to move in. He has the blink RP, but now they're caught inside the wall. Everyone's just a little bit too far out and very uncertain. They want to have this fight. The illusions of Darkseid are body blocking up. A quick silence on the Magnus. They want to ensure that there is no RP. What is this? It feels like they wanted the fight, but they didn't want anything at the end of the day. 2 heroes down. The rest have bailed out.
They have no Hex and now no Hammer.
I don't know what just happened, but it's not good for EHOME, to put it very simply. Actually, I know exactly what happened. That's why I know it's no good for EHOME. Tier 3 tower is already lost. They throw everything in. The melee mid gets chipped up a little bit. Smoke up from EHOME. They're thinking about fighting, even without the Crimson, even without the Scythe. But the Aegis Immortal times out. And now, maybe a little bit more to worry about. Diffuser Blade is there for the Monkey King if they want to keep fighting. Never End, dropping down very, very low. Defensive imprisonment, but Xinq's in the back lines. Gets a great start and 3-man back wall off. The quick silence and slap down. They've already got the kill over on Xinq. The skewer away. And they've got the kill over towards Innocence as well. 2 supports down for EHOME. So far, ANVORGESA are just having to clean up the Darkseer illusions. Lifestealer popping out of his infestation with the toss forward. They'll break the Wraith King's reincarnation. Have they got more? Yep, here's your Wukong's command. Nope.
Now they're playing so smooth on ANVORGESA. Who is this team?
I don't know. They're the Mighty Ducks. They found the flying V.
EHOME's getting way too aggressive in the backline. You can't just go forward like this with the supports like that. They're BKBs in this game.
They want to finish the racks. The tier 3 tower's taking damage up on top, but we don't really give a crap about that. Taking a full mid racks 26 minutes in, while RP's still up, while Wukong is still up. And EHOME, they don't have reincarnation. They don't have Sandy's Clips. They don't have wall. They don't have magnetize. They don't have freezing field. They got nothing really. They can just go for a second lane of racks. EHOME are in a disastrous spot.
Look at this positioning from Chris Luck as well. If you play down, exactly, ANVORGESA's going to play downside.
Xinq sees him.
Be careful.
He's watching the tree. He's pinging it out. They know something's not right, but that's why Chris has moved further over. And while they're looking for the Monkey King, K1's already taken the tier 3 tower. The Hex is up, and now they jump in. It's a great fact. But the Wukong commands the skewer, and the RP catches all of EHOME down. 3 heroes without buyback. They could actually end the game right now. They don't even need the racks if they know what we know. They could just win this game and advance into the top 4. They're looking at the tier 4 towers, and you can go for it. They're not buying back. Go, go, go!
That's it.
That's the game. That's actually the game.
Oh my God.
It's slick, it's smooth, and it's effective. ANVORGESA are taking the tier 4 towers and are going to knock EHOME out of the minor and into a horrendous position in the DPC because they won't attend the major. This is elimination.
Unbelievable. Now, any team that goes to the major and hits top 6 is going to get a spot. For sure, EHOME won't be able to get any points. ANVORGESA, they just did it.
8 seconds.
They outplayed.
8 seconds to kill it off. Have they got the time? The rolling boulder in, the magnetize turns on, but it's done. It's dusted. ANVORGESA have beaten EHOME